Hey guys, happy Monday. This is Justin Earhart, the Bearded Marketing Pro. We're going to dive into a little bit more today on brand authenticity. I do have some notes. I will be reviewing them as always. But you have to understand, brand authenticity means you're going to help your customers better understand who you are and what you are trying to market. A lot of times people try to create logos and they think that's the brand. Well, truthfully, the brand is an entire encompass aspect where the logo is a part of it. Everything you say on your website is a part of it. The way you represent your product is a part of your brand, and how you are going to actually market it and help other people understand a little bit more. Authenticity is also being about, being yourself and harnessing what you bring to the table that is unique. This is why I'm huge on people utilizing video inside of their marketing for their entire company, because that's going to show a little bit more brand authenticity. It's going to create transparency, and ultimately that creates trust, as well as the consistency aspect that people are willing to watch your stuff and learn a little bit more about you. The American Marketing Association, or AMA, defines branding as the name, term, design, symbol, or any other feature that identifies one seller's goods or service as distinct from those of other sellers. Now, you may understand that a little bit more and say, you know what? There's people who sell the same product or they have the same service as I do. How are you going to separate yourself from your competition? What is that unique identifier that you bring to the table in regards to this? You should be able to have consumers that can distinguish your product and services from your competition. And that is one of the biggest things that I believe that brands need to start focusing themselves more, especially with their marketing and how they do it. Even though you may have the same product, let's say you sell coolers, right? Water coolers. What's going to separate you from Igloo or from Yeti? Like your company needs to be distinctive between that, from your logos, your imagery, the way you represent your product and service, and that's how you really start creating brand authenticity by a few different areas. First and foremost, there's 6 variables that they really need to focus on: the physique, personality, culture, relationship, reflection, and self-image of the brand. So when it comes down to the capabilities, how are you going to separate yourself? What capabilities do you do? What do you do as a whole with your product or your service that's separate from your competition? When it comes to personality, how do you deliver? How do you go that extra mile for your product and services? Maybe it's thank you notes inside of your products, or when you deliver an insurance policy, if you're in financial services, maybe you just provide a little bit extra for them and make sure it's there. Your internal values and cultures follows along. Who are we? Who are you as a culture? And this is a whole different realm. One thing that's really great with First Form, which obviously I'm wearing one of their shirts right now, but First Form creates such an amazing culture, not only with the employees, but also with the customers of their company. So if you want to study culture, go study Andy Frisella and First Form and how they develop an amazing culture. You can look at Zappos as well as a great culture of a company. So how are you going to do it? And who are you as a culture? Do you even have core values set up? That's a huge thing you need to look at inside of your company. Another great one is noble purpose. Is like, why do you exist as a company? Have you even marketed that? Like, why do you exist? A lot of times people see businesses as just money grabs. You just want to make money and they want to have income. Well, it's important, obviously, to have that to grow a business. You have to start marketing yourself a little bit more about why you even exist. What forced you to create your business in the first place, or why you pursued that. Next is shared values and community. What do we have in common with our customers? That's one phenomenal thing. Again, I bring up First Form a lot because they're an amazing reflection of what a company is and how they connect with their customers. Just because everyone that's either working for First Form or brand advocate, they have some sort of story that relates to their customers. So it's a great way if you market that and you actually talk about that, and don't just do it for marketing purposes of like, oh, I'm just gonna do it to create, like, be authentic with it. Again, the whole word here is brand authenticity, right? So be authentic. And lastly, what is your aspirational self-image? What do your customers want their use of your product service to make it look like for them? Everybody, even if it is your customer, they have their own individual brand, their own individual brand image of how other people see them. What do their friends and family see them as? So how can they utilize your brand, your product, your service to increase their brand image? Those are 6 ways that you can market yourself a little bit more. The capabilities, what do you do? Internal values and culture. That's, again, who are we as a company? The noble purpose, so why do you even exist? Personality, how do we deliver our products and services? Shared values and community, what do we have in common with our customers? And your aspirational self-image, what do customers want the use of your brand to say about them? Again, that's your rally cry. All that's, once you start marketing that, you build your brand around those 6 different areas, That's what your ultimate rally cry is going to be, what your marketing should entail. So anyways, guys, this is your Marketing Monday. Hopefully you got some value. Drop in the comments what value you got from this, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Have a good one.